Hello singers, welcome to the Voice blog. I just want to give you a quick rundown of my history as a singer to hopefully give you some confidence in the information I'm giving out here. I started singing seriously probably about 8 or 9 years ago. I was pretty much in a position of one and done, so I could sing a song, but really after singing a song my voice would just start to fall apart after that. Would need to rest my voice a lot, would always, it would generally kind of feel like horrible singing. It didn't feel like a nice thing to do. So at some point I realised I needed to look for some help. I wasn't going to be able to fix this on my own, even though I was trying to. I started to search the internet. Initially I found some seminars, some SLS seminars by Seth Riggs. They were really helpful. That was the first time I'd found somebody talking about singing from the perspective of it being a learning process rather than from the perspective of it being God-given, so to speak. So I worked here and there on my technique, just finding information on the internet, and that went on probably for about a year and a half. And at some point during that time, I found the Singing Success program, which I got, and I started working consistently with that. I was working probably for about 6 months to a year, and I decided I wanted to get some lessons. So I found a great SLS teacher in London called Lynn Hilton. Highly recommended. If you're in London and you want some lessons, then do look her up. So I worked with her probably for about, I'd work for a month with her or 6 weeks, and then I would go sit down and work on my own for a while, and then I would come back. So I had a combination of the Singing Success program and some private teaching, and that really helped me to build up a little bit of momentum, and I started to feel like I was improving at that point. Singing was still hard for me, but it wasn't as hard, and I would have some good days here and there. Again, this process went on, and I was pretty consistent. I would have periods, probably maybe a month or 2 months, where I would just get worn out with singing and I would just need a break. But over the years I've been pretty consistent really with my day-to-day practice. And it was pretty soon, I'm trying to think, probably about 5 years ago, that the Singing Success TV website started, and I became a member of that. Pretty much, I think I would have been one of the earlier members, and I've watched most, if not all, of the lessons that have actually been put up on the SSTV website. So I went from having the Singing Success program and some private lessons to having both of those things, and having the ability to watch a lot of great teachers work through problems with other students, and those three things in combination really helped me to build up some more momentum. After a couple of years of being on the SSTV website, I actually got some lessons with Shelby Rollins, and again I've probably spent 4 to 6 weeks working with her, and then I'd spend a long period working on my own, and then I'd spend another 4 to 6 weeks working with her. And again, with the combination of SSTV, and I also had Master of Mix by this point, and Singing Success. So those things really are the tools I used. Also, I've sat down and spent a lot of time just thinking about singing, and also other than that, I have my own music, which I'm a songwriter and a singer and guitar player, so outside of just singing technique, I'm also working on the other parts of my music as well. So what I've moved from in the period that I'm talking about, again it's probably about 8 or 9 years that I've been working on my technique seriously, I've moved from struggling consistently with my voice to feeling like I have freedom with my voice. I don't have any problems with my voice in terms of any strain or push anymore. It just works every day. Even when I'm ill, I can still pretty much get things going. So to go from really struggling to go through that journey and to come to the end of that journey with having confidence in what I'm doing and just feeling like I can depend on my voice and I can depend on my singing, day in, day out. I can sing hours at a time, no problem. It's a great place to be. And I want to help other people now to, wherever they are in their journey, I want to help drag them to where I am. So, I hope really, like I said at the start of the video, I wanted to give you some of my background to give you some confidence in the information I'm giving out. And I just want to leave you really with this thought really. To me, the best coaches, the best voice coaches, aren't necessarily the best singers. The best coaches are particularly singers who've been through a difficult journey with their voice, singers who have struggled a lot with their voice, but they have taken on that challenge and they've come out the other end a much, much better singer because they're brave enough to take on the challenge. And to me, the best coaches are singers who've had stubborn voices and singers who've really had to go through some kind of journey and some kind of struggle with their singing. So really, I'm just summarising with that point at the end because I feel like I've been through a lot of struggles with my voice and I feel like that I can provide help and good information for you. So really that's why I even do these videos, because I know what it's like to be where you are. If you happen to be watching this video and you're struggling, I know what it's like to be where you are, and I know that you're in desperate need of information, because that information kind of seeps into you and the learning process begins. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've made it to the end, well done. And do have a good day. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.